I have summoned you here for a purpose. It's a Unicron line if you don't know. Welcome to another Mad Hatter Reviews. Oh my God, Unicron. Fucking Unicron. So, where do I start? Where do I begin? Look at this box, okay? Look at this. Look at this box. You got the planet right here. Turn this sucker around, all right? I mean, just take in the magnitude. The magnitude of, you got Unicron's floating head, all right? And then Unicron, Haslab. So where did all this begin? 2 years ago, 2019, maybe not 2 years ago, a little less than 2 years ago, I'm walking with my wife through Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, and we turned into the Hasbro aisles. And I'm sorry, my wife, but I fell in love there, okay? I fell in love, and I gotta confess it, I fell in love with this Unicron, all right? There's still room for both of you in my life. Are you all right with that? All right, we can share, because I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I need this thing in my existence. It is I mean, if you are a fan, I grew up, probably one of my earliest memories, 1986 Transformers, although I think I saw it on tape a little after 1986, but amazing, mind-blowing moment, Transformers, and the villain of that movie, Unicron, the planet. It's a fucking Transformer that turns into a planet. That's all I knew in my kid brain. I was like, take the Death Star, make it into a robot that can transform, boom, you have it. And I've always been obsessed with Unicron, and then later when I grew up, you find out it's Orson Welles that does the voice, and there's all this cool shit, and it's a badass movie, and You Got the Touch, and Dare to Believe, and all that shit. So when I saw this, I was like, this is the ultimate Unicron figure. There will never be a better one than this. Just the engineering on this thing, or at least when I saw it, we're gonna open it up now, but just its planet form was beautiful, its fucking robot form or transformer body was beautiful. Here's the rub. It comes with a beautiful price tag, $630. $630. And I feel like they almost didn't make their sort of Kickstarter, whatever the goal. You know, Haslab, they work like Kickstarter. They need a certain amount of backers. And then I think they extended it, and I think it just got like the minimal amount or something. That is going to change, because this is going on eBay for stupid money now, because I think they're not going to make a better Unicron than this. I don't think, at least. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead, and we're going to open this sucker up, and then hopefully show you guys both forms. I'm fucking excited. It has been a long time in the making. See you there. See the planet opens and closes. Like, just the paint job on this thing, this like metallic finish on everything. See them up close. I mean, just take a look at sort of the maw here. You have all of this stuff that's in here. I mean, there's just so much to look at, and like these little spires right here on its little kind of Death Star piece. And if we can just rotate this, you know, and that's not to mention just even this. I mean, I don't know what you call this. This kind of like halo around it. It's just amazing. This is this is a stunner, man. This is a museum piece. This is better than any kind of statue. This is, I mean, just, you know, and there's repetition on these, but I mean, just the quality on this thing. There's no, it doesn't feel like a toy. It just feels like this, it's a piece of art. I mean, it's engineered, and putting it together is a bitch, and we still have to do the robot form, but this is a freaking piece of art, you know? This is, I mean, they're never going to make, you know, my dog agrees, but they're never going to make, I'm like slurring my words, I'm so tired. They're never going to make a better Planet Unicron or a better Unicron than this. I just can't see it happening. So I am going to now take a break, and then I'm going to put together, I'm telling you, this really is, I mean, it's work putting this thing together. I'm going to put together the Unicron version of this. And I'm so exhausted, I'm probably just going to keep it that way because, like, I dare not transform it back. Although I am getting the hang of it. There is something terrifying when you first crack it open because it's a $630, and that doesn't even include shipping, toy. And so you know you got to be very careful. But it seems like it's pretty durable. So oh, my dog is telling me to wrap up. I'm going to go ahead and put this into robot form. Welcome back, and holy shit, this was work. All right, this was as close to work as I've ever come in reviewing a figure. If you're gonna transform this thing, take the fucking day off because you're gonna need it. All that being said, this is like the work of genius. I don't use the word genius a lot, but the fucking engineering to put this together, have two forms, have both forms look good and on model. This is like, I've never seen anything this good. I don't think I'm ever going to see anything this impressive in terms of just from a sheer engineering perspective. I don't know how this was done, but holy shit, it was work putting it together. But I mean, this Unicron, this robot form of Unicron, I mean, this is as good as you're gonna get. I mean, this is him. This is you know, you got the head here, tilts up and down. You get a little motion out of the head. The mouth opens. You can do kind of like a little bit of like a screaming mouth, which is really cool. And just the details in his chest. I like that it has this sort of red ab area. Differentiates this a little bit. Kind of breaks up some of the colors. The chest plate is great, and just all the little pieces. Some of these actually have to pop in, but once it's all together, and just how massive the feet are, and he's on a stand just for, you can actually put him on the stand just to have him sit better. This is just the presence on this thing. I don't think I'm gonna have a Transformer that's ever this impressive. And if you're a Unicron fan, I mean, the aftermarket on this thing is like $2,000. I would say it's worth it. I would say it's worth $2,000. It's just a crazy piece. Let me just give you guys sort of the back of it. So the back is where there's a lot of hiding in here. You know, some of these pieces, I guess I didn't get it in as efficiently as I wanted to, but you know, you got sort of like the back legs, and they kind of like, you got this piece right here with the horns that's really, really cool. And these wings. I mean, he dominates. I think would like him better in planet form, but I don't have the energy or the free time to put him into planet form. Nor do I have, and it is difficult. I mean, I had to look up videos. I had to, and maybe you guys are better at this than I am, but like, it was difficult to get this together, and there were so many times where I felt, am I going to break it? But to their credit, nothing broke. Nothing ever even felt like it was going to break. Everything feels, again, just like it's engineered very, very efficiently. These hands are great. In terms of posability, I mean, look, I don't think, you don't get much posability out of this giant Unicron, but I mean, look, you get some elbow joints, you get the shoulders will move, although they're kind of stuck. And you get the hands. The fingers have 3 points of articulation, so that's kind of cool. I mean, you can kind of like have some fun with that. The waist, you're not going to get anything out of the waist. The knees, you can get something out of it, but you're not going to get much of a bend. To be honest, you're talking about head, hands, arms, little bit of knee work. So articulation is not really a thing with this, although, you know, I mean, you might be able to kind of bend him forward a little bit, but I don't think you buy this for articulation. I doubt it. So, you know, it is what it is. Piece fell off. But this is, again, this is probably the most impressive Transformer that I've ever seen. And I don't see them making something that matches this. I'm humbled by this thing. It's just, it is a work of art. It's as much a work of art as anything is a work of art. Hasbro, they outdid themselves with this. Oh, I almost forgot. You get this little stand with the Transformer ship. And you also get, it's real tough to see them, but that's Galvatron, and then that's Rodimus Prime. So very, very tiny, and but in scale with Unicron. Opens his mouth, drops him in. You got a scene. So I'll be displaying that there. You can also pop the head off, display it on there as well, but once you put it into planet form, which I will do eventually. But that's it. I am exhausted. This was like a whole day thing. This honestly, this will take your whole day. But it was well worth it. It was well worth the wait. Hasbro knocked it out of the fucking park. I've never seen anything like this. I have never been as impressed with anything, any toy, as I am with this. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Unicron, you cannot destroy his destiny. He is here to stay. If you can get it on eBay, it's about like $2,000 at this point. But if I had $2,000 to burn, I would burn it on this. That's it. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.